guys, today we are going to be trying the Rhode pocket blushes. I went to the pop-up in the city. I'm going to be trying on the pocket blushes and telling you a little bit about what the pop-up was like. So let's get started. So I got 4 of the pocket blushes. I got them in the shades Piggy, Spicy Marg, Sleepy Girl, and I also picked up the exclusive Sprinkle shade that was just being sold for the pop-up. I also picked up 2 of the peptide lip tints. I got them in the shade Guava Spritz and Salty Tan. Real quickly, I just wanted to swatch the blushes side by side so you can see them in comparison right next to each other. Piggy is right here. This is Sprinkle, Spicy Marg, and Sleepy Girl. As you can see, Sprinkle and Piggy are kind of very close to each other, but Sprinkle has more of that mauvey sort of tone to it. I love these blushes. I've been using them for the past couple of weeks and they've been my go-to blushes. I just love how easy they are to use. They're so easy to blend. So the first shade that we're going to try on is Spicy Marg. It's the perfect summer blush shade. It's so bright and it's like a nice corally pink shade. I'm going to apply it directly and then blend it out with my fingers. That was one swipe. These blushes are so pigmented. Like, I know people have been complaining about the size of them, but like, I swear to you, one swipe and that's literally all you need. They're so pigmented. Also, I do like the size of them. I like how petite it is. I don't know, I just feel like it's so easy to just throw in your bag and like apply if you need it throughout the day. I don't know, I personally like the size of them. Okay, the next shade I think we're gonna try on is Sleepy Girl. I probably have used this shade the least, only because it's like a darker blush shade, and for the summer I've been leaning towards more brighter, pinkier shades. Also, we need to get into what the pop-up was like. So I found out about the pop-up the day before. I saw a post about it on Instagram and I was very intrigued, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go and see what it's like. Also, what really motivated me to want to go was because I knew that Haley and Justin were in the city at the time, and because it was the first day of the pop-up, I was like, well, she has to be there. Like, they have to show up. Like, I feel like it's so common that celebrities show up the first day of their pop-up. Like, usually that is the case. Well, Haley didn't show up and I was pretty bummed about that. Also, there were many people who thought the same thing. Like, the people in front of me in line and behind me, just like, we all were like, so is Haley gonna come? Like, is she gonna show up? She didn't show up. She didn't come, and you know what, we'll forgive her just this one time because she's pregnant, so we'll forgive her. But I really thought she was gonna show up. Unfortunately that was not the case. I got there at 8 a.m. and I thought I was early. I thought I was like absurdly early because the pop-up didn't open until 11 a.m. okay? However, when I showed up, the line was already beginning to wrap around the block. Like, I had just made it in time before like the line was actually going to wrap around the block. I was gonna pick up coffee, I was gonna do all of that, and as soon as I walked past and I saw that the line was already that long, like going down the block, I was like, okay, forget the coffee. It was, you know, a hot, humid summer day in the city, so it was kind of brutal. However, her team of people working at the pop-up were handing out water. Also there, if you came the first, I think 3 days to the pop-up, she had her Cosmic Bliss ice cream, like the ice cream truck outside of the store, and they were giving out samples to everyone in line. Other snacks too, like cookies and stuff, so they were keeping you fed in line, that's for sure. But cut to the pop-up opening. Well, first let's try on the shade Sleepy. So this is the shade Sleepy Girl. So yeah, cut to 11 a.m. when the pop-up opens. I thought that, okay, the pop-up is open now, I'll probably get in maybe 40 minutes, you know, because I wasn't that far back in line. I got into the pop-up at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. So I later found out as I was moving up the line from people working in the store that they weren't giving you a time limit for how long you can be in the store. So essentially people were just staying in the store for however long they wanted, which, like, for some, you know, for reasons that could be looked at as like a good thing, like, oh, like I don't have to rush, you know, like I can take my time. But for something like this where there's like hundreds of people waiting outside, I do think it would be nice for them to have like a sort of time limit thing with everyone, because there was way too many people waiting in line. Like, that's just one thing. And like, for me to not be getting in until 2 p.m. was absolutely ridiculous. Had I known that like it was actually gonna take that long, I probably would have never. Also, the fact that she didn't show up made me really sad, and had I known all these factors, I wouldn't have gone, honestly. I would have just ordered this stuff online, like, just being honest. The pop-up itself was really nice. The whole waiting and just the heat, the everything, the weather, it's not fun to wait in line that long for something, obviously. Would I do that again? No, but it was an experience. It was an experience. This is Sleepy Girl. This is definitely a more everyday blush shade. As you can see, it's like way more subtle than the other one. I like reapplied already, but I feel like I want to reapply again, and I want to blend it out with a brush this time. Yeah, as you can see, Sleepy Girl is definitely a more everyday sort of blush. It's definitely more subtle than the other ones, I feel. We were going to try on the exclusive shade that she had for her pop-up in the shade Sprinkle. Removing this blush every single time, reapplying my foundation, and then reapplying blush is like the most horrendous thing. It's such a nice mauvey pink shade. This is the shade Sprinkle. It's definitely a more mauvey pink shade. And then the last one we have to try on is Piggy. I was kind of scared to get this blush because this is not normally a shade I would go for. I don't know if you could tell, but there's like a purpley undertone with this blush, and I don't normally go for that sort of kind of shade of blush, but I actually like this one a lot. So this is the shade Piggy. I feel like you can kind of pick up on the purpley undertone of it, but I do like it a lot. Before we end off this video, I am going to be trying on the peptide lip tints. I've been wearing the shade Salty Tan this entire video, so I don't think we need to try that one on again, but I'm going to be trying on Guava Spritz, which I'm excited for. I actually haven't tried this yet. I'm gonna try on the lip tint just by itself. this is Guava Spritz. Prior to going to this pop-up, I hadn't tried really anything from this brand. I didn't really know what to expect and if I was gonna like it or not, but I'm obsessed with these products. I love them. And these lip tints, I also was skeptical. Like, there's so many makeup, like lip products out on the market that I was like, not too crazy about them. Like, I didn't really think I would like them that much, but I've been using this one so much. The salty tan shade is so pretty. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy trying on these blushes with me. If any of you guys went to the pop-up, let me know your thoughts. Did you hate it? Did you enjoy it? Let me know what you thought, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.